Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Real Tarot. I hope all of you are doing very well. This is going to be a video for my series. It is the Wicked Wednesday. I'm making this video for Wicked Wednesday. Before I get started, I want to say any further into the reading. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. As always, I do appreciate you. Um, and I thank you all for your continued support, all your comments, your participations in the live streams. I really do appreciate it. So thank you so very much. And for those of you who are just dropping by for the very first time, thank you. I hope you do subscribe and stay and join the Real Tarot family. Hit the bell icon, give me the thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. If you hit the bell icon, you'll be notified of all the videos I post, and I do post videos on a regular basis. I do live streams, etc., and I cover a lot of these criminal cases, as well as doing videos for the week ahead, the month ahead, and year ahead. So I hope you join. I'm sorry, I'm trying to reach for a book over here. I feel like I need to increase the height of this. I don't know what happened to my books, but anyhow. All right, so let's get started. Where is that book? Did I lose it? Hang on one second, y'all. Let me see. I'm probably going to have to do something to, there we go, stack this up a little bit more. How about that? That's a lot better, correct? Okay. So the case I'm covering today for Wicked Wednesday is for Lindsay Partin, Lindsay Partin, Partin. She is a 37-year-old who was convicted of child endangerment and murdering for the death of Hannah Wesche. I hope I'm saying that correct. Hannah Wesche is this little 3-year-old baby, well, was she even 3? She's not even 3. Oh, she was born on January 11th, 2015, and she died March 18th, 2018, which is like, and this, oh my God, this Lindsay person, evil person that she is, took the life of this 3-year-old child, and she was babysitting Hannah. I can't even comprehend stuff like that, y'all. I can't. So I did my own little, the usual stuff that I do for Hannah. She is a Capricorn, and her 5th house, 10th house, and 11th house were aspected. 5th house, of course, it does talk about, kids, right? Love affairs and speculations, etc. But of course, she's a child, so love affairs doesn't pertain to this. And 5th house is representative of children, right? Then we have the 10th house, which talks about career, reputation, morals, and life goals. Again, since she's a child, career and such does not apply. But I'll tell you how it is. It plays into this whole thing. Then the 11th house talks about groups and friends and like-minded people again, right? So let's see how this works out too. Now for Lindsay Partin, I do not have her date of birth. I just have her name, and based on my calculations, she has, I arrived at 9, and so for her, I think her 9th house is activated. Some of the aspects of the 9th house are travel, intellect, the father, that sort of a stuff. But again, let's leave all that aside and let's just talk about intellect. Now, I will say Lindsay is a very smart person. She is no dummy. She doesn't have any psychological issues. So if they were trying to pitch on she's got mental issues and psychological issues, I won't buy into it. And if I didn't follow the case, I don't know. But if they try to pursue the angle of she was under stress and this and that, and she was mentally challenged or anything, then she shouldn't have been babysitting, right? But I don't think none of that applies to her. She's actually very smart. And I would say deviant intelligence, So let's get started. I'm going to pull this for Hannah, right? I'm going to pull a couple of cards for Hannah, and then I'm going to pull a couple of cards for Lindsay. Okay. So for Hannah, right off the bat, I got the Earth card, Aquarius, and Uranus. Let's see, she was born on January 11th, correct? Let me make sure. Yeah, she's a Capricorn. So for her to have got the Earth card, Aquarius and Uranus, Aquarius is her first house, and that's all about her. And Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, she's a Capricorn. And she got Uranus as well. So she got Aquarius and Uranus, and Capricorn, of course, is the Earth sign, right? So this is like a double whammy for her with that extremely intense Saturnian energy around her. And I'm sorry about that. This thing keeps popping up and annoying me. And with Uranus, sudden changes and shocks. So absolutely, I feel that she was, this is very sudden. I do believe, though, that for her, the very first, let's say, how shall I phrase it? I don't believe that Lindsay just snapped that day and just killed her. I believe that she has in the past she has in the past, abused a child on previous occasions when she babysat the child. I do believe she has. If she hasn't babysat this child and she has babysat some other child, I guarantee she has either, when the child cries or gets cranky, rather than, consoling the child and say, hey, baby, what's up? Children are children. They don't understand, right? Sometimes, yeah, they do act up. But then again, we cannot just, use violence for that. That's like so inappropriate. Children don't know how to express themselves, and they may cry if they're hungry. They may cry if they're sleepy. As we all know, I raised two boys, yeah? So you're not going to... I mean, this is crazy reaction. You take the child, being the caregiver at the moment, even if you're not the primary caregiver, you have been asked to babysit the child, which means that you have been put in this role of being a caregiver for that child. So you do what's right for the child, be it to pacify the child, be it to make sure the child is fed and takes a nap and what have you. And if the child is hurt, rush the child to ER or call the ambulance or do any of those things. I think this woman has had a history of abusing children. Would it be abusing to the extent of sexual abuse? No. But would it be to the extent of hitting the kids, physical violence? Yeah, she has. Okay. But again, this is not the first time that she has hit or hurt little Hannah. I don't believe this is the first time. I don't believe the first time she hit Hannah is when Hannah died. I do believe she has hurt Hannah in the past. I do believe that. So let's take a look. And the Earth card. Oh, this poor child. I mean, this poor child didn't know any better. She looked up to this Lindsay, Oh, somebody here is... There we go. Yeah, I woke up today to the wind picked up here. It got a little windy. And I stepped out because I had to take my big boy for a walk. And I was like, yeah, I could feel it. I started itching and came back home. I had to wash my eyes, put some eye drops, and of course the sneezing began. So I decided to take something for the sneezing for my allergies because I didn't want to keep... Okay. Four of Swords, Betrayal, and Five of Swords. There is no... no ifs and buts. No ifs and buts. With the Four of Swords, as we know, it does talk about retreat, rest, recovery, solitude, or retreat, rest, renewal, solitude, or recovery. There was no way for her to recover from this. Absolutely no way for her to have recovered from the abuse she experienced in the hands of uh, Lindsay. So Hannah, there was no way Hannah could have recovered from those injuries. And the Five of Swords does talk about. Um, it was almost like, I hate to say this, and I don't know. I didn't see what the injuries were, and I didn't follow the case. In fact, my moderator sent me a text and said, "Hey, this is a recommendation for a Wicked Wednesday. Will you do it?" And I just said, "Okay, let's do it." I just had to look up and see if I could get that Lindsay's date of birth, and I couldn't find it. Um, but my moderator did send me Hannah's date of birth and date of death. There is no way this child would have recovered from the brutality of the injuries caused by Lindsay. Absolute total betrayal, total betrayal. And I'm going to say there was abuse. Absolutely, there was abuse. Um, I'm going to say the last time that Lindsay babysat Hannah, she almost didn't make it that day for babysitting because she had something else going on and there was an obstacle, or she might have thought about calling off or something, or whatever happened, and she ended up babysitting Hannah anyway. But I'm also going to say something that is a little bit graphic here for Lindsay. It was almost, oh, this Lindsay person is not nice, almost like a sport, like she'd walk by and she'd slap the child, she'd come back and she'd slap the child, that sort of a thing, almost like a sport, even though the child is sitting there and doing whatever she's doing, like playing or whatever. So the child is like, what the hell is going on? Like, the child doesn't know anything. So if the child is sitting there, she'd walk by and smack the child on the head and go by, and she comes back and she smacks the child again. Why is that? That's a weird thing. What is wrong with? I haven't drawn cards for her as yet. We will. Six of Pentacles. So clearly she did this to earn money, obviously. But hang on one second. Six of Swords. Dang. Two of Cups. This is taking a completely different turn, y'all. See, Six of Pentacles does talk about, giving and receiving help, monetary, and giving and receiving help. Six of Swords talks about leaving the situation and moving away. And Two of Cups does talk about, love and partnership and proposals and romance and all that. Did she? Well, more than Hannah, Lindsay's influence is coming in, because I feel like Lindsay did this, yes, for money. Okay. And did she, I don't know if she's married or not, but was she in a situation where she was planning to leave her husband, or her husband was leaving her? This is so weird. I'm also going to say that little Hannah, like a couple of times when she was in the house or whatever, little Hannah did try to run away, like run away into the backyard, and but she was caught and she was brought back in, and she was offered something to drink. Why am I seeing another adult with Lindsay? I almost feel like Hannah's energy is like influencing Lindsay's cards. Give me 1 second. Let me actually draw some overall energy cards for this Lindsay woman. Aries, right? Taurus, fire. Wow, 1, 2, 3. It was a ticking bomb, y'all. It was a ticking bomb. So 23, 8. Yeah, I see. I do believe it is. She did this because of money, and she did. Hannah, I'm sorry. Is Lindsay married? Does she have a husband? Were they having issues and affairs, or was the relationship going south? Look at this. Almost 1, 2, 3. But and the 8th house, I believe, for her, and she. Yeah, it was for money. Well, that's why she was babysitting, for money, I believe. And she planned on leaving and going somewhere. And was Lindsay the kind of person who would drink? I mean, not an alcoholic, but did enjoy drink. I'm also seeing that it's so weird that her energy is like literally pushing through more so than Hannah's. Maybe Hannah wants us to talk about Lindsay more than Hannah herself. Because definitely money is involved, so exchange of money. She definitely wanted to leave and walk away. She definitely, I see her with another human being. I'm talking about Lindsay, a peer. There's another guy involved, so could be her husband. But I'm also seeing that Hannah did try to run away. Like she did try to. She took. It's like she took something and she ran into the backyard. Did she do that to get away, or did she do that just to go and play in the backyard? I don't know. But I also feel that something was given to her in a sippy cup, her drink or something. I don't know if she did use a sippy cup or just a regular cup. I feel like something was given to her. Or maybe like she took a sip of something she was not supposed to. Like an adult beverage. This is not the first time that Lindsay has abused. Like she has smacked that child around a couple, two, 3 times in the past. The World card, which is a completion. So this time around, it was final. She did have an opportunity. She did have an opportunity to, for a fraction of a second there, she did stop to think about, oh heck, what's going on? How do I play this? What's a decision I need to make? How do I explain this? Why is travel coming up so much over here in this reading? I don't understand why travel is coming up. I don't understand the Ace of Pentacles. She's been given an offer. These are some weird cards, y'all. I don't understand, like, why is travel? Of course, ultimately, Lindsay is feeling like left out in the cold. I almost feel like Lindsay was planning on traveling somewhere or running away somewhere. I don't believe with her husband. I believe she wanted to go somewhere and she wanted to start afresh. And she was weighing the pros and cons, but I also believe when this whole thing happened, she realized her life basically came to an end and she was trying to weigh the pros and cons. I think I wouldn't be surprised if she actually thought of running away when she realized how bad the situation was, or the gravity of the situation, of the injuries of Hannah. Again, I don't know exactly like what, transpired because I didn't look up the case. I do believe Lindsay was given an offer and an opportunity, but she does feel like she's left out in the cold because clearly I think the offer must have been like in the court, right? When they say plea deal or whatever the legalities are. And again, I don't know. Y'all, one more time, let me make my statement. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. Whew. These are my opinions, my observations. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and draw your own opinions. All this talk about Lindsay being innocent and all, nah, I'm not going to buy it. because she has that abusive nature in her. Yeah, see, putting her away because now she's out in the cold, right? They have been victorious because a bunch of people got together to work and make sure Hannah's case was not lost. The Empress card, what is that about? And the High Priestess both show up. Are there two other children that does Hannah have two other sisters? The Star card. Who is the Aquarius? Hope and inspiration from an unexpected source. I do believe that the case was going down a different one direction, like investigation, and then due to the help and due to the presence of mind of another individual, I would say a female, it took a different turn, and that's how they figured out that it was this psycho woman. But I'm also seeing that maybe Hannah has two sisters. I don't know if she does or she doesn't. Ah, why's my nose itching again? Am I going to sneeze? Oh, oh my God, I don't want to start sneezing. These are some weird cards, y'all. Really weird cards for this case. Seven of Cups. What in the world is this reading all about? And the Ace of Wands. So Seven of Cups does talk about having multiple choices. It is a gaslighting card. And then Ace of Wands is saying, okay, here is an opportunity for you to start afresh. I wouldn't be surprised when she was I wouldn't be surprised if she was offered a plea deal and everything came up together. I also do feel that there are two females. Either Lindsay has two sisters. I'm also going to say that I'm not Lindsay. Hannah has two sisters. I'm also going to say Lindsay at some point in time thought, oh, there are so many options. I can take this so many different ways. I'm going to get away with this. It's not going to be pinned on me. But no, no, it was almost like the staff coming down hard and saying, no, honey, you're guilty. But let me reshuffle and do, because I do believe she got life sentence, right? Hang on one second, everybody, because it's... Okay. Thank you. Yeah, y'all, I don't think she's going to be paroled. I mean, they said life sentence with a chance for parole to be considered in 15 years or something. I don't think she's going to get paroled. I don't even know how the injuries on that child. I need to look it up to see. Let me do that while we are here, because I really I don't research these cases at all. So let me see. And so then I'm I'm trying to see. Give me 1 second. Let me look it up, okay? It was a heartbeat. He could see it on. Oh, wait. Hang on 1 second. So she was hospitalized, and for 10 days was even. So she does have a sister. Okay, I'm reading this article, okay? I mean, like, I just pulled it up. So she was in the hospital for 10 days, even though they said that she wasn't going to make it. It says his 11-year-old daughter said it looks like Hannah was sleeping. Okay, hang on. Oh my God. So it says the babysitter fed her and bathed her and then abused her. Oh my God. So it says now that Lindsay watched Hannah for up to 12 hours a day, Monday through Thursday, for months in a home next door to the child's father. Okay, so they were neighbors. Murder with 5 other felonies related to Hannah's death. Okay, I want to see what kind of injuries. I know I hate this. The coroner says the child was assaulted and Hannah's death was ruled a homicide. She died because of traumatic brain injuries, according to the autopsy report. Um, she said Wesche dropped her and Hannah sat on a couch, then she fell forward onto the ground. Well, that doesn't know. Uh, oh my God. Oh, okay. So head injury. So that's. I wonder if that's why. Did the Aries card pop up? If I'm not mistaken, hang on. Yeah, the Aries card did pop up, right? Hang on. So we had the Aries card. These are the 3 cards that popped up. So Aries typically associated with the head, and Taurus the neck and chest. The neck, this part. Okay. Identity. Yeah. Oh my. Oh, hello. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. Oh my God, Mars, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. Give me 1 second, y'all. 7th house. Did she have injuries to her leg too? Why do I feel like hips or her leg? We have Mars, we have Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So when you look at Mars, Mars is the warrior planet, and of course, it's all about going forth. These injuries were no joke, y'all. These injuries that this child had was no joke. Oh my God, the Sun card. I'll tell you. These injuries were no joke. With the Pluto card popping up, because Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto, there was definitely very, very intense. Pluto is about regeneration. So trying to bring her back, resuscitation, regenerate, like bring her back. Then we have the sun card. No, y'all. Again, the sun. See, head with the Taurus is the neck, and the chest, the heart is the sun card. Okay. King of Pentacles. There is a lot of grief. There is a lot of anxiety. I do believe the King of Pentacles in this case would be the father. I do believe he definitely was he also a suspect at a brief period of time, because I feel that he had a lot of grief and anxiety because he feels that they probably suspect him, and so he's very stressed about that. But he was solid. Like there's not like they might have suspected him, and he was very stressed about that. But he was solid in his he didn't have to have an alibi. Like he solid person, like not doubtable is basically what I'm trying to say. See, the Lovers card came up. I'm sorry, the Two of Cups came up there earlier, and now the Lovers card. Lovers card is a Gemini card. It talks about friendship, partnership, duality, diversity, and it's Gemini. Why is a Lovers card popping up? What is there's something going on here, y'all. Either with Lindsay having an affair with somebody else besides her husband, or something else going on here. There's something else going on here which is not sitting very well with me. See, and it does talk. Look, how in the God's world is this case taking this turn like that? The Lovers card and the Four of Wands. I'm very confused. I'm super confused at the moment. I really don't know what to say. These are some weird cards. Y'all, I have to say, I mean, yes, they won the case. Yes, Lindsay's gone to prison. She has a life sentence with maybe parole in 15 years, but there is no guarantee that she is going to be paroled. And she's 37 years old. So 15 is going to make her what? 30, 40, 50, she'll be 52, 53, somewhere around there before even parole would be considered. And again, there's no guarantee that she's going to get out on parole. And I'm sure Hannah's family is going to do everything to make sure that she stays in prison. But yes, they won the case. Yes, all that has happened. But the Two of Cups in this card, I am not so sure. Because earlier there was a Four of Wands, and now Six of Wands, and now the Four of Wands. So victory, yes, I get it, but there's something else to do with a relationship here between a man and a woman. There's something else going on here, and I am a little bit confused. I'm not willing to pull the plug and say anything definitively at this moment with regards to what this card is. I'm not. So we'll see. That's all I got for you. I'm not going to just pull things out of my back pocket just for the heck of it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if there's a need I might do another reading for this case to get some more clarity on it. But for now, I'm just going to leave it at that. This is a really odd one. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you all. Please hit the like button and leave your comments. I do appreciate you all. Bye for now.